It's an actual thing. There are Christmas designers who work all year long. The Christmas tree that we launched last year with my help in Bethlehem Lights, I started working on the design of that 18 months in advance for us to have been able to put it out for Christmas in July last year. These are hand-painted pieces. Bigger and better seems to be the theme still. So we're looking for those iconic ways of recreating the joy of our childhood with pieces that are charming and smile and make you happy. When I was growing up, if people wanted to put things on their front porch for the holidays, they were these 3-foot tall yellow plastic candles. Do you remember those? And they had a 60-watt light bulb in them, and they got very, very hot. Well, these are actually all battery operated. And at 360 degrees, they're all fully decorated. Back here on the very back is a magnetic base. And the magnet is actually so tight, it's almost difficult to get it off. But that's where your battery pack resides. And what you're going to do is you're going to put 2 C-cell batteries in there, and that's going to drive these Christmas lights that you see on the front that are nice and bright. They're going to drive these lights all season long. So the elves are stacked on top of one another's shoulders in hopes of being able to either reach the Christmas tree for decorating or just hanging out, in this case on the front porch, because these are outdoor rated. I know they don't look like it. They look too charming and too cute, but they've actually used automotive metallic paints on each one of these so that they can be left outdoors. If you're old enough to remember those yellow candles that flanked either side of an entryway, this is what your grandchildren will remember 25, 30, 40 years from now, because it's just different. And Kringle Express does everything in somewhat of a limited edition. So it makes your home truly, truly special. And we've had such success with these since they first were launched. They're over 3 feet in height, and they're adorable. And I think that price tag is very reasonable, because from the tip of his little boots sitting down here on the porch with me, all the way up to the top of that little fuzzy white hat, every one of those colors is applied by hand, individually, with a brush, and there are hours and hours of workmanship to bring them to light. The LEDs for the lights that are in their scarves and their hats are all done in jewel tones, and then they've got a little strand of C7 lights that they're holding up and getting ready to decorate with. This thing goes anywhere decorating wise, and people will notice it. If you use it on the inside of your house, perhaps it'll be right at the entryway. Let it be one of the first things that people see. And this year, I am so excited that we'll have people over for Christmas. Last year we had no one. You know, we talked to family, we talked to friends, we did every kind of Zoom, Skype meeting in the world, but I didn't have a single human being in my house at Christmas other than myself and my wife. And I vowed that that would never happen again. So this year we'll be throwing the doors open wide. We haven't done a Christmas party in years. We will this year. So let this be a welcome surprise. Look at the happy faces. It just personifies that feeling of Christmas. And Kringle Express does elves really well. I think to be a Kringle Express designer, you've got to be able to think like a kid. You've got to be able to think the way children do. It's such a magical time of year. Look at that. That is very cool. I've got other Kringle Express pieces that are coming your way. We're going to be talking about those, but take advantage of that sale price so that we can save you some money and we can give you some fun.